It's Week 13 of the NFL. And up next is Steven Nelson. He stayed active a week ago with an 8-tackle performance. It's the Broncos and the Texans, and it's coming up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Wilson. This is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the 2nd overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball in just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and give it instead to Eckler. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Stroud looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. On the option, here's Eckler. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap to Stroud. This to Arnold on the short pass. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Stroud on 3rd down now. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The numbers for Williams a week ago: 20 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Up the middle, it's Williams. There's a nice move. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
2nd down and 6 now. Here's Wilson. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. Touchdown! Adam Troutman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play action. Stroud now. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Arnold. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Stroud out of the gun here. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. In motion, the tight end. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. 2nd and 9. It's Eckler again. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. This defense for the Broncos, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling but said it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 3rd and 3. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Working the middle of the field, and he's got him made complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's a 2nd and 5. Eckler now between the tackles. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. That is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 13 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. There's Wilson to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a good job there, knuckling down as an offense. You're trying to avoid 3 and out at all costs. And after 2 straight incompletions, this one's on target, and they're able to keep the chains moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. Caught left side, Williams. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now it's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
2nd down and 4. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete to Troutman right side. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. Open man is the tight end Troutman. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he's got it. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player. Maybe have it.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 9 overall. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. C.J. Stroud ready to lead the Texans on their next drive. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes, too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off of you.
There he goes left side. A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And Stroud now to throw. This to Arnold on the short pass. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. The throwing again is Stroud. Touchdown, Texans. Takedown. 15-yard touchdown Brown. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Now Wilson on first down. Now throw right side here going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 37-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage. But
they're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Alex Singleton, a former Canadian League star, in on the stop. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, and it's the Eagles who are out in front. 3 touchdown passes there for Jalen Hurts. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Jamison Crowder, a touchdown catch in the victory. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now Stroud. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll come up now, 3rd and 9. To throw is Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing again here, Wilson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And Judy's going to have a Broncos first down as he'll get it down inside the 25. They go play action now. Wilson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Play action. Now Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have broken the tie. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Stroud. On the screen, this is Eckler. Fights him off. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Eluding the pressure right. And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the 1st down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st. Stroud looking to throw. This one left side caught by Collins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Got his man, Dell. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to...
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket. And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Stroud to throw it. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. Fair catch called for, Nate, at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Wilson will throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston, the Texans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run. And
you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Stroud. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And Stroud now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So a good challenge there. The look pretty conclusive. The feet were in, and it's a completed pass. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up.
And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Drew Sanders in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
This rookie was already being tested as he tries to lead a comeback here in the 2nd half. Now he's got to get some momentum back after that sack and a big loss.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos. At their own 16. Here's Williams to start the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, Williams. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Denver, they continue to make